Welcome to Chapel Hill, North Carolina, Keenan Memorial Stadium, the home of the North Carolina Tar Heels. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the California Golden Bears, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the North Carolina Tar Heels. Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Golden Bears will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Here he comes from inside his own 5. This guy is so dangerous. He excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. So North Carolina's offense will have the first possession of the game. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
With the catch, it's Cross. A big play, gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Quick strike complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Tar Heels can really attack on this second and short. Wants to go up top. Bring in the heat. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. Defense trying to come up with a stop on third and short from the 37. He might want another play. Snap from the gun on third down. It's complete to the left. There we go. Touchdown, UNC. Once he got some room, it was over. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Cal Golden Bears offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Leaves it with the back. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. And the Golden Bears now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air, it's Diaz. Got his man downfield. And they're able to get him down.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
No need to get too cute there or overly creative. Just push the ball forward and get the first down.
I completely agree. I hate when people get creative. Just easy money, downhill, run the QB, get the first down.
Looking to throw on first down. Using the quick game. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. The Golden Bears will line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They'll leave it with him. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Now he's going to break the pocket. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but I think just
converts on fourth down. Still going. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Knocked down, but not. Or he gets the first down after recovering the fumble. Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger, and you could tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
Fires to the big fella. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on fourth down.
it's been a tale of 2 drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up 1 first down, but really nice job there on that 3rd down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. From the gun, the running back has it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking downfield, it's Diaz. Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. And the Golden Bears will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. Off the play fake on 1st down. Gets it out quickly. Still running at the 40. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. And the Tar Heels moving quickly to the line. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Quarterback making checks. Wants to go up top on 1st down. It's complete on the right side. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. The Tar Heels have pushed it inside the 20. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll run play action. Zips it out to his man. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. And the Tar Heels are threatening on 1st and goal. can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Back to pass. Dances away to buy time. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to fight another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down. This whole red zone offense thing has been a little shaky. They've been stopped twice already. Maybe they ought to try to score from deep. Fires to the end zone. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete. So now on comes the field goal unit. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. Just drives it between the uprights. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Diaz. Pocket breaking down. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. He'll try to do it himself. Short gain on the play before he slides. Guys, we've reached the end of the period and North Carolina's on top. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Big turning point as we head into the 2nd and get this game rolling again. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down.
Find my guys quickly, know my matchups, get them the football, let them do the rest. So many playmakers now in football. I'm trying to get it to him as fast as possible so he can do that. Right after the catch, make guys miss, make beautiful plays.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. And here's a fumble way behind the line. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster?
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Looking deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Golden Bears will try to pin them back with the punt. Here's the return. He's got great speed. You want to talk about dynamic ability to flip a field on display right there. And it was just about a return for a touchdown. They'll try the run. Inside the 35. It's a seam wide. Touchdown, Tar Heels. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the 2nd level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
And the Golden Bears come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
I love the defense. How about the physicality on that one? That's a tough route to defend, and he catches the football, but what does he do? He gets it on the ground right now. Good physical tackle. No yak on that catch.
Back to pass, it's Diaz. Oh, they're after him. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play. The Golden Bears will bring the punt team onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. The Tar Heels buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on first down. Feet in the end zone, looking to fire. Complete to the left. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Running it to the right. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. And the Tar Heels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air on second down. Gets it out fast. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Let's see what they have in the bag on third and short from their own 18. From the gun, wants to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. The Tar Heels are on the move. Looking to throw on first down. Setting up the screen. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Line getting set on second down. Might be changing the route. Going to swing it on second down. Firing to the right, complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. And the Tar Heels come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Gives it on the option. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Quick completion on the out. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. The Tar Heels will snap it on first and 10. Dances away. Couldn't quite hang on to the pick, and he will be thinking about that one for a long time. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Give to the back. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with third and 4. And the Tar Heels want to move quickly. Wide receiver going in motion. With jet sweep pass. He's down to the 37-yard line, and that's where he goes out of bounds. Wow, already up to 250 catches for his career.
That's a lot of catches. How about the consistency of this young man, the durability, the toughness? He's got all those characteristics, Palmer.
250 catches is impressive, too, because every week the defense knows they're trying to get this guy the ball, and still they cannot stop him.
The Tar Heels had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. Touchdown, North Carolina! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Back to throw, it's Diaz. Pass rush, coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Finds his tight end. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Golden Bears line up to punt it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Here's a heat. He'll pull it down. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to throw, time running short in the half. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Almost certainly time for just 1 more play, so why not give it a go on 4th down? Turns it on in midfield. Oh, he's got some space. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, UNC!
This offense looks like they're in a rhythm. Whatever they've been dialing up here in the first half, they've had a lot of success with. You saw it on that last drive here at the end of the second quarter. Scoring a touchdown, they're going to be difficult to stop in the second half. The defense needs to start making adjustments.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Tar Heels will boot it away to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Got blown out in the first half, and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going, and I'm surprised.
It's picked off, and that's number 10. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. It's on target and complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Tar Heels in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Snagged out of the air. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. They're looking to pass from the red zone. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to throw again. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Couldn't find anybody open, just threw it away, and that's a smart move. You want to avoid the turnover, especially in the red zone. It'll be 4th down. Good right down the boulevard. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Here's the handoff. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I gotta be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down on this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
The give on the option. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Looking for a man. It's Diaz. Here's the pressure. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The Golden Bears send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Throws for the tight end. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Makes the grab.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Scoops it up. Still a live ball.
Great job by the defense.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. And the Tar Heels will call on their punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Cal gets it back, the sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
This defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him, and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And if this offense wants to get back in the football game, it starts up front. Like, they've got to do a better job of protecting their quarterback. A 3rd down and long situation coming up. They'll have another opportunity. They got to keep their quarterback upright.
He's got the back in the middle. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the 1st down at the 30. And the Golden Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They send the tight end in motion. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Got the 1st down and more. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. The give to the tailback. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run.
Yeah, and it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its 1st touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Under fire. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious, time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Running back searching for a hole. Fighting off the defender. And that 1st defender was just waving at him after that sweet move. He picked up the 1st down. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. To the air, it's Hawkins. Right down the middle. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Cal! In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going that maybe you can build on.
And he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
And this offense does it again on third down. They have been so elite on third down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
How about the coverage by the defender on that throw? It was as if he knew where the ball was going to go. He practically ran the route for the wide receiver before swatting it away.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Looking to the big tight end. Got him downfield. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. The Tar Heels will hustle to the line. And that comfortable lead they enjoy right now is not slowing down the aggression, not one bit.
Well, I think at this point, the coaching staff is just trying to continue evaluating their own players, and I don't hate the mindset. There's time on the clock. Keep trying to score.
They're dealing with a second and long. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Find some fresh air. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. They've been very good at moving the chains on third down. 2 for 2 on this drive. This time they need 6. Got enough for the first. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. After another clutch third down conversion, it's 1st and goal. Quickly complete. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Now on 2nd and goal. Davis looking to pass. Touchdown, Tar Heel! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Tight end now in motion. Leaves it with the running back. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll move the tight end. Power football with the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game. The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DB,
he tries to take the top off. And they able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
This reminds me of the guy I used to play for in college down in Gainesville, the head ball coach. He used to like to do this. He would have big leads in the fourth quarter. He was still letting his QBs throw it deep down the field.
This time it's complete. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down.
and he's been the go-to guy all year long. Like, he's in the top 5 in all of college football in receiving yards for a reason. They're going to find him because he's always open, making plays. This dude has been unbelievable. He's being mentioned in the Heisman conversation. That is really hard to do as a wide.
Unleashes one deep. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Wants to throw it. The throw to the outside is complete. He'll be brought down at the 41-yard line, not close to the line to gain, and it's fourth down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Fires to the big fella. He'll be knocked out of bounds a couple of yards short, and that's a stop for the defense. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Looking for a crease. It's Chen. Got the first down and more. Breaks into the open. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't happen. Impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives, and coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? We're finding some things here late that they did well.
Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Wide open downfield. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And I tell you what, all this spread offense, man, it's really accentuated receivers in so many different shapes and sizes. But this guy, they're going to find him. They're going to find him early. They're going to find him often. He's made so many plays throughout the season and really been the feature of this offense. And this dude has worked his way. He might get a trip to New York as a wide receiver. That is not normal, and neither is this dude.
Finds the tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. It'll just make it more satisfying if they can move the chains after starting 1st and 20. He'll set up to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
He lets it fly. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Here comes a third down situation, and the defense has had no inch trying to burn this defensive back. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. And the Tar Heels started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wants to go up top. A strike downfield. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
He'll pull it down and run. At the 35, he's got room. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air, chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Give to the running back. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Golden Bears have it with a 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Defense takes a timeout with 30 seconds remaining.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
After the run, now to throw. He hurls one deep down the left side. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over. And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Going for the big play. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. Going the other way, and he's got room.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially in these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the clock.
Looking to throw, it's Hawkins. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. And the Golden Bears have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee.
And down he goes, and that's going to do it. Didn't have much of a chance there, and the defense puts an exclamation point on this one.